Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be my new Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix video. There's a whole bunch of announcements. We'll break it all down. It's a lot of really good news. Those of you that have been asking for a brand new animated Avatar: The Last Airbender series with a different avatar, it sounds like your prayers have been answered based on some of this news. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the Avatar videos. I'll be doing bonus videos until the brand new series premieres. We'll just go down the list of all the announcements they just made. Brian Konietzko also made some separate announcements earlier this week too that I'll break down in this. So starting with the big stuff first, number 5, Netflix just released a new trailer that I attached at the beginning of this for Avatar: The Last Airbender because it's finally releasing the original series inside the United States in a couple weeks. This is obviously all part of their plan to do the brand new Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series and just build hype for that because that's not going to premiere for a while. Here's the thing though, if you live outside the United States, the original series has been on Netflix in most countries for a long time. The main reason why it's never been available inside the US on streaming platforms is because Nickelodeon and Viacom, who own the brand, thought that it made way too much money from the DVD and Blu-ray market and they didn't want to cannibalize the money that they were making from those. They just released another special anniversary edition of the Blu-ray too. Also, Viacom has been one of the last major networks to join the streaming revolution with a lot of its content. That's why you won't find any of their other really major brands on Netflix, like SpongeBob. That's all changing in the next couple of years. Nickelodeon last year signed a major production deal with Netflix for a bunch of new content that they're creating together for Netflix. The brand new Avatar: The Last Airbender series is kind of part of that. So 4, all the original Avatar: The Last Airbender episodes will be released on Netflix May 15th, as the announcement said during that trailer. The brand new Avatar: The Last Airbender series that they're making is way behind on production though. Even before the virus shut everyone down earlier this year, they weren't ready to start filming as we had thought they had been. There had been people last year who had said, oh, they're going to start filming in February, but then February came and went and there was no news. Brian Konietzko came out and was like, yeah, sorry everybody, we're way further behind on this than we ever thought that we would be. So just given the new timeline and what's happening with the virus, the new series probably won't be able to premiere till at least late 2021 or even spring 2022, depending on whether or not they can get their shit together before the end of the year. They made a couple announcements about open casting calls a long time ago. They'll do that when they're ready to start filming, so you might have a chance to actually star in the new series, but we won't find out about that till way later this year. 3, the new mega announcement that Brian Konietzko made a couple of days ago was all about the Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 4, the mythical Season 4 that was reported a long time ago. So quick history on those rumors. A long time ago, there were reports that they were going to do an Avatar Book 4, but those plans had been stopped because of work on the terrible live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. So then just last year in April, Aaron Ehasz, who was one of the lead writers on the series that everyone kind of points to as creating a lot of the best Avatar stories, posted a bunch of tweets saying that they had discussed doing a Season 4 at one point. Then M. Night came in, they did that terrible live-action movie. Then their plans reverted to the original idea of ending things at Book 3. But then the network came in and asked him to pitch his plans for Season 4. So then Aaron Ehasz detailed what the story of his planned quote-unquote Season 4 would have been, and it's mostly an Azula Zuko arc about the redemption of Azula and her getting a similar arc to what Zuko got during Books 1, 2, and 3, when he finally formally joined Team Avatar. I did a whole video about that Azula storyline, so I'll link that at the end of this. But then earlier this week, Brian Konietzko came out and did another mega post about that planned Season 4 and all those rumors. And within that post, he also talks about future Avatar series that they'll be doing too. So I know everybody wants to see more animated series, so I'll just read his quote here. He says, I appreciate everyone's interest, but it's not anywhere close to being true that there was supposed to be a 4th season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, despite what you might have read on Twitter or elsewhere. So that's him addressing Aaron Ehasz's tweets. Mike and I designed it to be 3 seasons from the very beginning when we created it and pitched it to Nickelodeon in the spring of 2002. A beginning, a middle, and an end. That's it. This was the plan long before there was ever a movie, and the fact that the movie happened had no impact on us wrapping up the story the way we wanted to. I wouldn't have any interest in watering down and prolonging the story into an extraneous fourth season over a decade ago, and I don't have any interest in doing that now, nor will I in the future. That's him referencing the brand new live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series. I'll talk about that in a second too. Here's the part where he starts talking about future Avatar series that they have not announced yet. He goes on to say, but there will surely be more stories in the Avatar verse in a variety of media for many years to come. We're working on a big one now, that's the live-action Netflix series, and who knows what will follow, meaning that they'll probably do other live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender stories like Korra or future avatars after Korra. And if and when Mike and I ever get back to making more animation in this world, it would be the story we're most interested in telling, not the one everyone is yelling at us to make. So that's him just confirming, yes, there will be more animated Avatar: The Last Airbender series with different avatars. That's how we made the original, for us, first and foremost, and that's how the best art is made. Again, we greatly appreciate your interest and enthusiasm. Please be patient, and you can stop tagging us now. Thanks. Take care. Love, Brian. So obviously people have been hounding them for years about this Avatar Season 4 and what's going on with other animated Avatar: The Last Airbender series. So next big thing, 2, he doesn't really say what that next animated Avatar: The Last Airbender series is going to be, but I think because they're kind of going through the Avatar cycle, fire, air, water, the next Avatar would be an Earthbender, because we had 2 avatars during the original series. The Avatar before Aang was a firebender. Roku, we got most of his story within the flashbacks. Then the Airbender Avatar, Aang, because he was the main star of that series. Then we had the Waterbender Avatar in Korra during Legend of Korra. So the next Avatar series should arguably cover the story of that next Earthbender that becomes the Avatar after Korra winds up dying. If they want to complete the Avatar cycle but go into the past, obviously Avatar Kyoshi would obviously be that Avatar. She's pretty much the most famous Avatar within the mythology that they haven't done a full story on yet. And if you're a big fan of the Avatar comics, they just published a brand new Avatar Kyoshi book. And supposedly there's going to be some sequels to that book, so they are doing a lot of Avatar Kyoshi stuff within the Avatar verse. Everyone let me know in the comments though, what do you want that new Avatar series to be about? And obviously number 1, the biggest thing about the new Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender series that they're in the middle of making right now, he reveals that they have no plans to go beyond Aang's defeat of Ozai and Zuko's ascension to the throne as the new Fire Lord. There have been a lot of you on my Avatar: The Last Airbender videos who'd asked if they might do some of the story of the Avatar comics as part of the new Netflix series, because those cover the story of Team Avatar and what happens to them after the events of Book 3. They explain what happened to Azula after the end of Book 3, they explain what happened to Zuko's mother, they explain what happened between Aang and Zuko in the world, and the things leading up to the beginning of Legend of Korra. They did do some adult Team Avatar flashbacks during Legend of Korra Season 1, but they still didn't quite answer all the questions that people had about the original Team Avatar members, like what happened to Sokka, still one of the biggest mysteries as of the end of Legend of Korra. We know a lot about what happened to Aang, what happened to Toph, what happened to Zuko, but we don't know a lot about what happened to Sokka. I will do videos for a lot of those stories when we get closer to the new Netflix series premiering, but there will be more Avatar bonus videos in general. But hopefully this clarifies what they're going to be doing in terms of the story of the brand new Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series. I think there was just some confusion when they first made the announcement about the new Netflix series, saying that they'd be expanding, going deeper on the characters. What that means is that when they're retelling the story of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender series, they're just going to add extra character moments within what you would consider the original episodes. So like they do the Book 1 episodes, but they're twice as long because they spend way more long with each character in each of the scenes.